Oh, well, hey, Beth. It's Jamie, that's me here. Welcome back to my channel. Now, let's go ahead and get into a quick chat, honey. All right, y'all, let's talk about y'all good girl, Miss Chrissy Teigen, okay? Now, it was reported that I guess she had this deal with Macy's and Bloomingdale's. And what ended up happening was, okay, a while back, right? Chrissy Teigen was up on Twitter and she was kind of like cyberbullying. She was, saying a few things too. I believe the young lady's name was Courtney Stodden. So she was saying a lot of negative things that she should not have been saying at that time. And those tweets ended up resurfacing. So what ended up happening was once everybody made a huge deal out of it, she ended up losing some deals, and Macy's and Bloomingdale's decided to end their business relationship with Chrissy Teigen, right? Shortly after that, Chrissy decided to put out an apology statement. Why do I feel like Chrissy could have put this statement out more than one time? Because people have been on Chrissy Teigen's neck for the past few months. And I feel like she may have some people out to get her. Those are just my thoughts about it, okay? So she came out with this long, okay? I felt like Aaliyah. I'm writing you a 4-page letter. That's what she came out with. She came out with like a 4-page letter to me. And she was just pretty much apologizing and explaining to everyone where she was at that time and how she was just immature and all of that stuff, okay? She just wanted to let everybody know where she's at. She apologized for it. She wants to be able to move forward. Well, girl, the people are not letting you move forward. I don't know if you couldn't tell in the past, but you sure finna realize in the present, okay? Micheal Costello, who is a fashion designer, he has made some really, really beautiful dresses, okay? He came out to also write his 4-page letter, okay? He came out, he wrote a 4-page letter. And let me go ahead and get to what it is that he had to say. I'm going to summarize it all up because I ain't going to read all that. Well, I read it for y'all, but I'm just saying though, okay? I'm not going to read it now, okay? He says, I don't want to do this, but I cannot be happy until I speak my mind. I need to heal, and in order for me to do that, I must reveal what I've been going through. I wanted to kill myself, and I still am traumatized, depressed, and have thoughts of suicide is what he's saying, okay? You do not have to say anything mean or hurtful about them in the comments. I am trying every day to love myself and forget this happened. This is step 1. Okay, so he goes on to write like a very long 4-page letter. Okay, that's what he goes on to write, basically breaking down to us his interaction with Chrissy. I believe at one point people were saying that he called someone the N-word or whatnot, and then the story was put out there about him being racist. And so she hopped in the comments and, she pretty much told him like, your career is over. She was pretty much clowning him for being the person that people were making him out to be, being a racist, okay? So she was clowning him about that, and he wanted to talk to her. He wanted to have a conversation with her. They showed the DMs where he was trying to get her and pleading with her to see things from his point of view, wanting to get him on a call, wanting to get her on a call. She was like, I'm done with you. Baby, good luck with your lackluster career. I ain't got nothing for you. You deserve to be where all of the other racists are, basically. So she really got in his stuff. So he took this moment after she lost her business deal. She came out and apologized. He took this moment to let everybody know she is to him, or at least what she did to him. But you got to be careful when you be out here gunning for people, even though he tried to make it seem like it was about his healing and stuff. Yeah, you got to be careful, because when you point that finger, you got a few more pointing right back at you. And unfortunately, the fingers that are pointing right back at you ain't even your fingers, okay? It's the fingers of some other ladies, okay? You have, what's her name? Maxi J Official. She's like a fashion designer. You also have Brooklyn, who was a part of Basketball Wives. Brooklyn, I don't think he's ever done anything to Brooklyn, but Brooklyn definitely witnessed an incident that took place with him and that N-word. Okay. And Also, Leona Lewis also spoke out on her experience with him as well. So you got to be careful. You out here trying to talk about Chrissy, what Chrissy did. I understand that's your experience. You wanted to speak on your experience with Chrissy because that is indeed your experience. But you out here talking about how you got to work through some trauma and things you got to get past. But you done came out here and caused trauma amongst other individuals. Okay? Be careful. Be careful. I just didn't think karma was going to come around and smack that as quick as it did. Let's go ahead and get into some of the things that Miss Brooklyn had to say. Brooklyn wrote up under a post as soon as she learned that Micheal was trying to call out Chrissy Teigen for her actions towards him, trying to get people to start dragging her yet again. Miss Brooklyn got in the comments and said, there is a video of him calling a black female designer the N-word. It was all over the internet a few years back. I know her and I saw the video myself. So now he's paying the price. Shrug. I'm not sure if this is the incident or if this is about something else. So yeah. Okay. So she let that cat out of the bag. Once she let that cat out of the bag, who else came up out of the bag, honey? Miss Maxie J. She had to go ahead and come out and let some things be known. She said, woo, one thing about that karma boy, it always finds its way back around, even if it's 7 years later. Okay, so the incident definitely took place many years later. She also goes on to say, Micheal Costello got the nerve to be playing victim of being bullied, but called himself bullying 7 years ago and called me a black Nigger bitch in a fabric store downtown. He had the wrong one though, because I most certainly whooped his ass. Almost went to jail too. Thank God for his mercy, because I certainly lost it. I never experienced racism before. Shrug. All I knew to do was to fight. Shrug again. Okay. So he quickly found out that this black woman was about that life and he was gonna get his whooped. Okay, I don't understand why white folks like the results of those words, like it's gonna really hurt us when it's really gonna hurt you more. Be careful. Be careful, honey. Be careful. Okay, out here in these streets. Also, shout out to Hollywood Unlocked, because they ended up posting up some receipts of when Mr. Costello definitely did say the Nigger word, saying you're probably a dumb N-word, defending her. I am royalty, bitch. I dressed Beyonce. Who are they gonna believe? Wow. Honey, so I'm just saying, y'all got to be careful. Y'all be pulling these receipts on people and they may come back around and pull some more on you. What are you trying to return? Okay, be very careful. But when I was reading about Chrissy Teigen, because she's really been in the news so much about things that she said in the past and how she did this and how she did that, and then somebody's always going back and resurfacing and pulling up stuff and this and that, you know, pulling up somebody's old tweets. At this point, it slightly gets a bit annoying and exhausting, because we act as though who we were is still who we are. And I don't think that's always the case. You know, I think that when tweets may resurface, it's okay to bring them up, have a person to address them, you know, but to like drag it out and make it bigger than, oh, you said this and you're canceled. You're canceled. We don't want to work with you. And you know, like it's, to me, it's a lot. I want to hear y'all thoughts about it. I just feel like who she, you know, that's probably not how Chrissy is now. Chrissy done grew up. Chrissy done had some kids. You know, she got a husband. Now she got a family. Now she got more stuff to lose. She said some slick stuff back then. You know, she could have said some stuff more recently that I'm not aware of, but I'm just speaking on the past tense of these tweets. Like, I'm kind of over that. Like, how would y'all like it if y'all job pulled up some tea on y'all or some stuff that y'all said about another job 5 years ago? 10 years ago, y'all gonna be like, that's not who I was. I hated that job. On top of that, the job had the, you know, y'all are gonna be trying to plead and defend yourself, and then it's gonna be like, you're canceled. You can't get the job. You're fired. You're like, you ain't gonna want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like people should kind of like switch that up, like change that. Like sometimes I feel like it may make sense, okay? If somebody has a long history of being like a problem, and it dates back to oh so far. Okay, but if somebody just minding their business, they not really doing it, and then all of a sudden, oh my God, back in 2005, it's kind of like, okay, now see, y'all reaching now, like just calm down, like just read, y'all reaching. But Chrissy, girl, I will tell you this. Nobody should be able to go back into your tweets that far back. You should be able to have a handle on that now. Actually, I think a lot of celebrities should be able to have a handle on their tweets now. And to be honest, if you got to go back and delete all the tweets on your page, then start over, girl. Just delete every single tweet on your page, girl, and just start over. All right, maybe you could try that. That's for her, that's for anybody. But at this point, you should have a handle on what tweets are out there about you, because this is not the first time that you've had to experience this situation where you've said some things out of line and then had to retract what you said, apologize and stuff. And you already know these people is on your ass. Okay. And Micheal, you may want to be careful too. You may want to go back and delete you some stuff as well, honey, because the girls is on that. Okay, and I ain't even getting to what Leona said, because Leona also spoke on how she worked with him at a fashion show. And it was like he didn't want to dress her. I believe it was like back in 2014, they were doing a fashion show for a charity. And when she tried on the dress, it was as though it wouldn't fit, and they were supposed to try it. Well, she thought they were going to adjust it. She was made to believe that they were going to adjust it for her, but because she did not fit the model size, Costello was just like, no, you're not wearing my dress. I don't want her in it. And he just pretty much like left her where she was and went on by his business. Like, he didn't do anything else. And when people were like, why aren't you walking in the show? She had to come up with an excuse as to why she was not walking in that show anymore. But she was completely embarrassed. She was ashamed of her body. And I believe everything that she said, because in that type of realm with modeling, they really make people feel like that. They make them feel like they're less than. They have so many women out here starving themselves and just like torturing their bodies just to look good on the runway for like a few minutes. Like, are you serious? It's a lot, for a few minutes, a few hours or whatever. So it's a lot. I believe everything that she's saying, because I do believe that is the culture over there in the model world. I mean, look at what we actually watched with America's Next Top Model, and we thought that it was normal. Like, that wasn't normal, but that was normal to them. That was normal to them. That's how it really goes. So I definitely believe everything Leona said, and I appreciated her long story that she typed out, her 4-page letter. Okay, I appreciate that 4-page letter that she wrote out. She spoke on, so when a person comes out and they may have done some things wrong in their life, but then they turn around and they're changing their behavior, they've apologized, then we should allow them some grace, give them the opportunity to show you that they are doing and meaning different things. So I appreciated that. That was her way of kind of coming out and defending Chrissy. And her recent apology and defending Chrissy against old boy, Mr. Micheal. So shout out to Leona for stepping up. Shout out to Miss Brooke for stepping up, and shout out to Maxie J for calling out, making sure everybody knew that what Brooke was saying was not a lie, and she was the woman in the video that whooped his ass. Okay, and she's still relevant today. So he got to be careful. I haven't seen anything about Micheal over here trying to respond about those allegations, but I find it so funny that he talked about how it was traumatizing for him to experience what he experienced with people calling him out, saying that he was a racist and stuff, and Chrissy Teigen not being interested in talking to him. I find that very interesting, but you wasn't traumatized from the ass whooping that you got from that black woman, though. That didn't traumatize you, though. Oh, okay, then, yeah. But that's all I got, honey. Very interesting situation. I want you guys to leave your thoughts and comments down below. Where are you with Chrissy Teigen? Have you forgiven her? Do you feel like she's still full of SHI? Don't matter how many times she can apologize to you. What are your thoughts about Micheal Costello? Do you think he was looking for a moment? Do you think he was trying to attach himself to a situation? What are your thoughts about it? Do you believe everything the ladies had to say about Micheal, from Maxie J to Brooke to Leona? Y'all let me know y'all thoughts and comments down below. I'm jamithatsme. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at jamithatsme, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.